everyone, and welcome back to Project Architect. We are back on the server, and I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. And we've got quite a few people on. Apparently my connection's horrible. That's an absolute classic there. In the last episode, we made this, and I'm sounding a little bit skeptical when I say it because somehow the actual footage of putting together the greenhouse didn't make it into the video. Don't know where it went. Don't know what happened to it. I've still got it. Like I have the footage, but it disappeared. It didn't want to be part of the video. So I'll walk you through some of it, or the main important parts, such as this stuff here. This is Terra Glass. Now, what Terra Glass do is when there's sunlight hitting it, much like how it is now, it goes green, as opposed to these ones that have no sun hitting them. And it will provide extra growth to, I guess, the stuff below it. I'm not sure the range, if it has to be close, if it matters if it's at the skybox and this is at bedrock. I'm not sure, but hey, things are growing fast and it looks nice, so that's cool. Another thing we've got is obviously the sprinkler. I think we did that on the video. So the sprinkler is obviously sprinkling. Over here we have the rich soil that's keeping the farmland nice and wet because the sprinkler is taking up where the water normally goes. And then if we run all the way back out here, we can see what's underneath. Underneath the farmland is terra preta. Terra preta. I had a lot of fun pronouncing this word, but I don't know if I actually kept it in the video. But this stuff applies extra growth to the stuff, to the block directly above it. So the soil right there, the farmland. So this place is just popping off. It is having the time of its life generating EMC. So we can run in here. How much do we have? Survey says a decent amount. But honestly not too crazy, if we're being completely honest. Like, what? 80,000, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. That, in the grand scheme of things, that's not actually that, I guess, impressive, if we're being completely honest. I'm just currently emptying absolutely everything, which is always beautiful to see. Boom, boom, boom. We can put an enchanted book away. How does that work? We can actually withdraw an enchanted book, but it doesn't have the enchant on it. It's just, yes. Enchanted book. Finally. Okay. Well, that's useless. Great. Wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. So, obviously, we've got a nice greenhouse. That guy's generating a lot more EMC than this guy is. And honestly, I think that's the way to go. What should we do? That is the next question. What should we do? There's a few options, as per usual. I like what we did here. I wish it was in the video, me actually building the structure. But I like building these not crazily overpowered setups, but just an EMC farm. It's a nice little setup. It generates us some EMC and it looks nice. So I'd like to do the same with something else, I think, because we need more EMC. Now, I could mess around with this stuff, with the energy collectors. I just don't know if that'll be entirely worth it. If we search energy collector, how much is this next one? So the Mark III costs 200,000, and how much better is it? It's about 4 times, not 4 times, it's about 3 times faster, apparently. And then there's this guy again, which is a little less than 4 times faster, and he would cost 700,000. How much do we have? If I were to put this dark matter pickaxe away, we have enough. Does that mean I want to do it? Yeah, honestly, yeah. I want to see if we can do it. I want to see if we can afford one. So I'm gonna climb my way in here. Apparently, we'll go ahead and grab our energy collector. Here we go. Run back over here. Now, how do we go ahead and go from Mark 1 to Mark 3? Let's see if we can figure this out. So the Mark 2 is going to be the Mark 1 with a bunch of glowstone and some dark matter. Honestly, pretty easy. We can definitely afford this. I think we need 7 glowstone. Let's go ahead and do this. Here we go. And this is our Mark II energy collector. Here we go. There it is. Hey, that's way better than it was before. In fact, we can have a comparison real quick. Because obviously... Oh, no, I didn't put the Mark I collector in here. We can't do a comparison. How did I manage that? You know what? It's not actually the end of the world because we can just make another collector. You know what I mean? And then we can just put it away. You know what I mean? Like, if we can just put it back in here and we get our EMC back. But we also get to, see the difference. So let's go ahead and keep that guy out there. Let's craft we need a furnace. That's what was missing. I was like, I'm sure there's something else that I'm forgetting here. It's a furnace. We're all good. Thank you again. It's become a common theme, but thank you guys so much for the support on this series. It's pretty surreal to see completely. So here's the Mark 1. Hey, you know what? Not too bad. Not too bad. Here's the Mark II. Yeah, honestly, you know what? I think I underestimated that. I mean, obviously it's a big difference. Like this guy, he's currently at 50. He's at 60. The last time we left this guy, he was at 30, right? This guy's gone up like at least 30. This guy? Oh, he's gone 30. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I'm justifying it. I'm almost talking myself out of doing it. Anyhow, we can chuck this stuff back in here just so that we've got it learnt. Now, how do we upgrade the Mark II at least? How do we can test it out, and if it's not worth it, we can just trade it back for the EMC. We're going to need some red matter. Red matter is going to be 3 dark matter and 6 eternalist fuels. So, 1, 2, 3 dark matter, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eternalist fuel. And honestly, we've got a pretty decent amount of EMC left over if we're being completely honest. So here we go. We now have red matter. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and make sure that we learn this. Add that to the list. Beautiful. We're going to need some more glowstone. I imagine, once again, it's probably going to be 7. Oh, here we go. I pressed all the wrong things. We're fine. And without further ado, we have the Mark III energy collector. And as per usual, I know it's a bit repetitive, but we need to learn that. We need to make sure that we can get it back if we need to. So, bam. Energy collector. Mark III. Open him up. How do we feel? How do we feel about this EMC generation? He's jumping up. Honestly, it's like 100 every few seconds, as opposed to 30 every few seconds, as opposed to like 10 every few seconds. So he is pretty good. He's pretty good, I'll be honest. Like this guy, in order to reach 10,000, it was taking us like maybe half an episode. It looks like this will be a few minutes. And we'll have the 10,000. And the other thing is, his buffer is 60,000. So we can store a lot more in here. A lot more EMC. I mean, yeah. Do we think this is worth it? Like, in terms of iron, right? A stack of iron in this guy is, 16,000. At the moment, we're at 8,000. 8,000 from this entire time that it's been running. This guy's already at 1.3 thousand. I'd love to see a comparison, because this one guy might be better than this entire farm, but also the farm was a lot cheaper than 700,000 EMC. You know what I mean? It's difficult to decide whether it's worth doing, to be completely honest, because I could spend that EMC on, I don't know, a tree farm or something, and we could set up our base, we could set up a nice little tree farm for it. What do we want to do? What do we actually want to do here? Oh, you know what? Power generation. The reason why I'm skeptical about upgrading the power generation is we don't really need to. You know what I mean? Like, these guys, as poor as they are, they have been keeping on top of everything. So it's like, do I even bother upgrading? Alright, so currently he's at 4,000, right? He's at 4,000, that's how much he's earned. This guy over here, he's gone up from 8,000 to 4,000 as well, hasn't he? He might be a little bit slower, but it's barely slower to warrant this amount. Now, obviously, in the future, once we have a crazy amount of EMC, this is probably worth it. You know what I mean? One block as opposed to a farm. In theory, it should be a lot more efficient. I'm just going to break this. The 4,000, I don't care too much about. So I'm going to be honest. I don't think they're worth it. I'm going to be honest. I'm not really feeling it. I feel like we're much better off, saving up our EMC. For example, what does this guy cost? 10 million EMC. Okay, so we're a tenth there. We're on our way to getting this EMC interface. So what else should we do? What should we do this episode? I'm thinking we do a tree farm. So we've got our greenhouse. I reckon we maybe over there do a bit of a forester, a little tree house, and send all of the wood into getting EMC. Because if we have a look at the wheat and the seeds, like if we go in here, seeds is 16, wheat is 24. So you're getting, you'd probably get close to 50 because, you sometimes get multiple wheat or multiple seeds or whatever. No, you only get one wheat, but you get multiple seeds. I'm not sure, but you don't get too much. If we were to do a tree farm, a single tree, obviously, why am I searching tree? A single tree is going to give us at least 4 logs. That's a good 100 EMC. You know what I mean? That might be better. The difference is the growing of the tree. So, place below farmland for sprinkler-like growth. I wonder if this will apply to a tree. I want to test that out. Keep the farmland damp. That probably won't matter. And then maybe the terra glass. Maybe we build a big orchard and we have terra glass at the top and hope that it grows the trees faster. Not a bad idea, I'd say. So I'm going to give this a shot. As per usual, guys, let me know if this isn't what you want to see. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and, I guess, get this forester. We're going to need an observer, some logs, crystallized amber, and mason plates. Most of this we have. Possibly not the observers. No, it doesn't look like we have observers. Which is a bit annoying because I'm pretty sure we've made them before. And I must have forgotten to, grab them out or learn them. So observers. What else was it? I'll grab this stuff and I'll come back here. Alrighty, forester. Boom. Nice and simple. I like it. So, obviously, we need to figure out a place to put it. I imagine, we've got what? A nice greenhouse here. Assuming we do ditch this area, this power area, which we might do in this episode as an excuse to move it, we could have another farm here. The nether portal we can move. That's fine. My issue with this guy was he was too close to the house, wasn't he? Like, there's a gap, but it's still pretty close to have a farm right next to your house. So it's possible we'll even move that in the future. We could do it down here where these trees are, but they're massive. I don't think that's the play. I think we do it, because, I don't think the forester will chop these big trees. We could test it. We could test it, but not right now. So I'm thinking we do it like here. So, for example, we have our forester. I think I have to place it like this way. And we just have, some sort of structure, maybe a circular structure. We could even, if we wanted to, I don't know if it would be better. It might actually be better. We could set up a create farm. And we could do like a full-on, a big windmill. Am I being a bit too ambitious here? I might be, but at the same time, create is a lot easier in this mod pack because, for example, like cogwheels and stuff, we can just EMC them. Like a stack of each. Oh my god. Do you know how annoying that would have been to craft? That would have been, oh my. I think we do it. Just because of, I just want to experience being able to play with the mod. You know what I mean? Without being like, oh god, I need this stuff. And we've seen it before, or if you've watched any of my series, you've seen it before, but we could do, oh god, I'm doing a lot of thinking and not a lot of doing. But I'm thinking a windmill, right? Windmill that's powering all the way down here a spinny blade. A blade that spins and chops the trees. Does that sound good? I think that does sound good. So I reckon we build it first and then we build a frame around it. Is that probably a smart idea? I'm not sure. But anyhow, what are we going to need? Well, for one thing, we need a windmill bearing. So this guy is going to cost us a shaft, a piece of stone, and a turntable. So, do we have any shafts? Nope. We should have andesite alloys though, so I'll grab that stuff out. We'll grab out some slabs, because I know we're going to need some of that. We'll grab some logs out, so that we can craft anything else that pops up. And I guess we'll bring some planks. And then let's get crafting. So, first things first are the shafts. Nice and simple. Then the turntable. That's going to be a slab with a shaft on it. Turntable. And right off the gate... Oh, no, we need stone. We're so close. So close yet so far. Stone, where are you? It jumps every day, I'm telling you. So here we go. Windmill bearing. Check. So that's going to be, obviously, our windmill. The next thing we're going to need is a mechanical bearing. Because I don't want to have the windmill connected directly to the farm this time around. Normally we do in the past, but I think this time I want to go traditional windmill. I think. Do we? I think we do. So we'll get a mechanical bearing. So this guy will cost us an andesite casing and another turntable. That should be easy. Turntable. And then the andesite casing is a log and some andesite, or at least I thought it was, but it apparently isn't. What is the casing? It's different. I've been playing a lot of Create Above and Beyond, and it is actually an easier recipe than that, believe it or not. So anyhow, mechanical bearing, nice. We've got the windmill. We've got the choppy chop. I've realized what else we'll need. Because I want to obviously make mechanical saws. That's what they call them. Mechanical saws. This stuff needs some plates. It needs either a plate, a sheet, or a plate, or a sheet. Okay, nice. So, a plate doesn't have a recipe. I'm clicking on it, nothing. A sheet does have a recipe. You can obviously make some machines that do it. You can make a mechanical press. You know what? We might just make a multi-servo press. I think this is... we need some alloys and stuff. That's just a mess, isn't it? We could do induction smelter. That would allow it to happen. The induction smelter, what does he need? Some invar. So he needs some, like, pre-alloyed alloys. Okay. It's still doable. Is that what I want to do? This episode's going to be a little bit crazy if we go that hard into it. I don't think we do. I'll tell you what. We're just going to make a mechanical press. We are going to do this. So that's going to be block of iron, andesite casing, and cogwheels. So let's go ahead and grab a block of iron out. There we go. Open this guy up. Mechanical press. Voila. As per usual, make sure that we learn this stuff. We've actually got a lot in here that we do have to learn. So there we go. That's all of that learnt. Alright, so I'm going to make a water wheel as well. And actually, I'm going to make a depot. I'm going to make both of these and learn both of these. That's going to be very helpful. I might even grab a few more water wheels, I guess. Yeah. I mean, this is just to power the mechanical press, so I probably shouldn't have even done that. And then we'll grab a bucket of water. I'm getting a bunch of stuff ready here, so that ideally we can just craft everything all at once. That's what I'm sort of hoping for. So, I don't have iron on me. Listen, we need to have everything on us. We should have no reason to come back here. Iron, we'll grab that out. Someone suggested bringing the tablet with me, and that does make sense. And can we even make the portable one yet? No, not yet, but soon. Yeah, well, I probably should do that, but clearly I don't learn because I'm not doing it. So, let's place this guy here. Let's go ahead and dig a little bit of stuff here so that we can actually get the get the water flowing. So let's drop it here. Is that going to flow the right way? Nope. Okay, beautiful. We have some rotational energy. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and bring this out here. This will be temporary. Like, I'm going to tear it down within this episode because I just want to mechanically press some stuff. So, since it's going to be temporary, I might as well slap this guy here and dig underneath and do it this way. Once again, it's messy, but we don't care. We don't care, pretty much. So I'm going to chuck this here. How many do I want? Not sure, but I'm going to slap that down, and he should get started. As you can see, he's pretty slow, but, I mean, he's getting the job done. You know what? I just killed a firefly. It was like a pink firefly. I don't know why it was pink, but it was pink. I also don't know how long I wasn't recording for, again. But I'm in the nether, as you may or may not be able to tell, because I'm actually trying to find a blaze, because the word on the street was that a blaze can actually fly with creative flight. You don't need a flap or anything. And it looks like the firefly is not that, so we don't want a firefly. We want... That's another firefly over there, I believe. I'm trying to find a blaze. That's what this is. And they're not easy to find. I also want to see whatever this is. Looks like some sort of... Oh, you know what? I think it's a slime island, but in the nether. I believe that's what this is. It's from Tinker's, but it... Congealed blood. Okay, it's a blood island. All right. But yeah, so I'm currently looking for a blaze. That's pretty much it. I've done a little bit to the windmill, but I'll cover that when we get back. Ooh, bingo. Blaze. Okay. I gotta go this way. I also just saw a mosquito, and I've heard that if you see a mosquito, you don't want to go near it because it'll jump scare you. You know what? I think that's one over there. You know what? It's probably gonna come get me, won't it? You know, hey, we might be able to find out what it does. But anyhow, I think I see the blaze. This looks like it's something. It's a wildfire. I'm gonna go ahead and kill it. Actually, no, this is the blaze. Focus the blaze. Yes. Okay. Run. Okay. I think we're good. I think I just need to run away, become a blaze, and we're good. I can just, like, fly home perfectly. Okay. I'm currently a blaze, and as you can see... Oh, I thought it... Yeah, as you can see, we have creative flight. I don't have to flap. Okay. Okay. Our base is actually right over yonder. Okay, so this is all I had set up. I don't know how much of it I recorded. I also now realize that I make noises. I make horrific gas sounds. Can I do that? Okay, we'll find a solution to that in the future, but essentially we have, obviously, the radial chassis. We have it all stickied up. We have the mechanical saw there. That's obviously going to spin around. We need a few more, but hopefully this guy should be... Yeah, it looks like he's done, so we should actually have a bunch more sheets to make more saws. That should be good. We have the shaft going all the way up here. It's so much easier to build now. Obviously, we have a vertical gearbox. This is going over here into a windmill bearing, and then into a radial chassis again. Beautiful. And then we made a bunch of white sails. These are made with sail frames and wool. Sail frames are made with sticks and andesite, so it's, once again, pretty simple recipe. So now what we can do is, once you have... Oh, you know, I don't have an axe on me. I'm probably going to need an axe. Once you have this guy stickied, this is the radial chassis, you're able to slap on sails to it. It doesn't actually have to be a chassis, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure you can just have any block here. And I don't think it even needs to be sticky, but for the sake of, I don't know, doing things, I've got this one all sticky. You know what, actually? Hold on. I need an axe. I'm so used to doing my sails like this all the time that what I should be doing is like this. Because it's a windmill. So it should look like this. And then we should have it go down. I'm not entirely... I never really know how to make a windmill, but I'm pretty sure this is the general gist. Alright, so yeah, I think this is the general shape, and I mean, that doesn't look too bad, so we could probably go ahead and start this guy up. I'm pretty sure I just go ahead and right-click the windmill bearing. Oh, and then we freeze for a bit, but then it starts spinning. Nice. So there we go. We can just obviously build a structure around this. Oh, it should be so easy to do. Then we've got this guy spinning all the way over here, and already it's working. We currently want it to stop because we're obviously not done, but that's the general gist of it. So what do we need to do now? We're probably gonna have to kill that guy, but there's a few other things we need. So the first thing we need are more mechanical saws. So these will actually need more andesite casings, which need more planks. So let's go ahead and grab a bunch of planks, make a bunch of casings. There we go. Wonderful. And then we can make some mechanical saws. So I probably we'll grab 10. I doubt I'm going to use all 10, but I'd still like to have 10. I realized as well just then that we're going to need deployers. These are a little bit messier to make. And the fact that they don't have EMC values means it's very annoying to make. Because the deployers will plant down saplings. Unless I get another machine to plant. No, that's not worth doing. Alright, I'll tell you what. I'm going to get this gold. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to do it. It should be simple. I'm going to get the gold being stamped. That'll take its time. We'll fly back over here. We're going to have to do some stuff with redstone and quartz. And then we're also going to need to grab some sandpaper. Now, what part of this? None of this is EMCable. The rose quartz is EMCable. Okay, that's nice. What? The most useless part is EMCable. That's good. I'm glad that they've thought of that. You know, some of these things are destined to change in the future. I'm probably hating a bit too much. The next thing we need, though, is paper and sand, believe it or not, because we need to create, you guessed it, sandpaper. And then we put it in our offhand by pressing F, and then we can polish up this rose quartz. So, I'm going to polish this stuff up, and we'll do the rest. Now, if it does sound like I'm speeding through this a little bit, it's because, I mean, we've done create so many times that I don't want the create part to necessarily take up too much stuff, but I also realize some people might be watching this for the first time and they have no idea what's going on, so I feel like I should at least try and cover that. Sandpaper, we'll chuck that back in, why not? So, the next thing we need is a redstone torch and an iron nugget. So we should be able to get iron nuggets easily. And do we have torches? We actually do have redstone torches. Here we go. So we can go ahead and craft all of these into deployers. Oh, into electron tubes, sorry. The rest of this stuff can go away. The deployer will also need brass hands, which will be andesite. And oh, that's gold, not brass. Oh, that's a little bit annoying. Does the brass have EMC? It does. Okay. So I need to get a hold of some brass, and then we're good. Right? And we don't magically have brass? No. Okay. Brass. That is genuinely annoying. Because we're gonna have to make some brass now. Oh, you know what though? Wait. Invar can be made with nickel and iron, and then that'll make us the induction smelter. We can't make brass that way, can we? No, we can't cheatsily make some brass, but we can cheatsily make some Invar using iron, nickel. So here we go. Iron. We've already got iron. Nickel. Nickel. Where is it? Grab some of that, and then grab some fire charges, which we had to make that for, I think, the melter that we have over in that direction. So we can now make Invar by the bucket loads. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's craft as many of this as we can. Stack sounds good. Beautiful. The rest of this stuff's going to be put back away because we don't need more of it. So that should be good. Invar, why not? Let's go ahead and learn it. The next thing we're going to need are the gears. Of course, you need iron nuggets. Why wouldn't you? So Invar gears. I will actually require 2 of you. So here we go. 1, 2. There we go. Induction smelter, what do we need? What don't we need? Sand, redstone flux, inventory 2 full. Man, we need a bit of everything. This is pretty rough. Okay, I have pretty much all of the stuff here. So, we need a redstone flux coil. Easy peasy. The next thing we're actually going to need tin gears. I think we just need 1. So we're going to go ahead and see if we can do that. Tin gear, 1. Nice. The next thing we'll need is a machine frame. That's going to use the tin gear and some glass. So there we go. We can drop some of this on the ground. The next thing we need is actually smooth stone. So let's go ahead and make a quick smooth trade. There we go. Smooth stone will actually have to be multiplied a bit because we need... Oh, that sort of worked. There we go. We need 3 of this because we're trying to make a blast furnace. There we go. Easy peasy. And then, boom, induction smelter. Nope, I need sand. Oh my god, we've got so much stuff that we're doing all in this episode. This is going to be a messy one, but anyway. Induction smelter. Wonderful. As long as we get stuff done, that's good. So, induction smelter can go here for now. This is where we're going to make our brass. So, in order to make brass, we go induction smelter and it'll be copper and zinc, which we should have the ability to create both of. So that should be perfectly fine. Should be. So let's go copper, grab a stack out, and zinc, grab a stack out. Why not? Run back over here and dump it all in. Now, I do recall that we only actually need to make 1 of these because then it has an EMC value and we can make more. So sounds good to me. We'll wait until this smelts, and then we've got all of our brass. And then I need to make brass sheets. I don't need to make gold sheets, but we've got some, I guess, if we ever need to in the future, but we don't need any. There we go. Brass. Beautiful. I'm going to run over here. Here we go. Brass goes there. That goes there. Stack of brass. Wonderful. Let me go and get this stuff being pressed. Okay. While this stuff's getting pressed, we'll set up the rest of this stuff. So, for example, the mechanical saws. These guys are going to go here. And honestly, we can go the full length if we want. I might avoid it, though. I reckon that's fine how it is. The next thing I actually want to grab and craft is going to be... I don't really know what we need to make it, but I want to make a wrench. Right? And I'll show you why. A wrench will need a stick, of course. We don't have any sticks on us. Let's go ahead and make a create wrench. So a wrench from create. And then I also want goggles from create, which are these engineer's goggles. They will actually need a piece of string. So let's go ahead and grab a piece of string out. Man, our inventory took a turn for the worse, didn't it? Engineer's goggles. This will obviously go on our head. And so now what we can do with this wrench and those goggles is we can see some things. For example, we can see the speed at which this mechanical press runs. We can see the stress units this water wheel creates. We can see the stress units that this windmill creates. And it is 2,000 stress units. Beautiful. Another thing we can do is set how far this radial chassis tries to grab items. And at the moment, it looks like we want it to do 4. So I'm going to go ahead and hold control. That'll get all the sides. And then we can go ahead and scroll this down to be 4. And as you can see, it's 4 on each side. If you don't hold down control when you do this, that's on 7. Oh, actually, it looks like it's fine. It does it on all. Okay, there we go. That's why you always test things that you say, because sometimes you get things wrong. So there we go. Beautiful. Another cool thing about this wrench is this. I can hold crouch and right click, and it instantly puts the item into my inventory. The reason why you couldn't really see me crouching is because I'm a blaze, and I guess you can't see that, but take my word for it. So what's next? Well, the next thing we need is storage. So let's go ahead and make a bunch of chests, I guess. Why not? We'll just grab... How many will we grab? What do we need? We need the deployers, we need the choppers, then we need chests, and then we need an output, I guess. I think that's right. So I'm going to go ahead and place these chests like here. Why not? I didn't want it to do that, believe it or not. What I want to do is if we go ahead and place some stone on the floor here, if you shift when you place down your chest like this, it separates them. So I'm crouching and placing them, and they're all separate now. And that just, I don't know, might look a little bit better, might be a little bit neater, but that's what you can do. I don't know. Thought it'd be something I could share. Okay, so far so good. We will need another thing crafted. The other thing we need crafted is a storage portable storage interface. This guy right here. He will need an andesite funnel, which will need kelp. That might be a bit tricky. And a brass casing, which needs brass and logs and whatnot. So that's simple. The andesite casing needs the kelp. This is where it becomes possibly not simple, because I don't believe we just magically stumbled upon kelp, which means I'm going to have to go over to the water, which, honestly, not that bad, because obviously we've got creative flight, so I can just fly all the way over to the ocean over here and hope that we run into kelp. This is my one of my biggest issues with the create mod, is that you can see we're going through all these all this terrain that isn't real. It's all from Distant Horizons mod. It's all fake terrain. How cool is that? The issue I have is if you're not near kelp, you can't play the mod. You know what I mean? Like, you can't build some of the stuff, and that just seems like that just doesn't seem smart. You know what I mean? Look at the range of that. That is insane. The answer, by the way, is there is plenty of kelp. So I'm gonna grab this. Hope that it breaks at some point. Oh yeah, I'm a blaze. Don't go in water when you're a blaze. There we go. All right, now we can probably just slash home. All right, we've gone ahead and learnt kelp, and we can actually learn dried kelp, which is really nice. So we won't have to just wait for things to smelt. So wait patiently. Someone also reminded me there is a furnace. There's a few different furnace things we can get. There's a smelting upgrade for our backpack, and then there's like dark matter furnaces we can get eventually, and that stuff will be ridiculous. So anyhow, let's go ahead and grab 2 dried kelp so that we can make our funnel. So that'll be this guy right here. Oh, we need andesite, which somehow I put away, I guess. Andesite, so we'll put the zinc away, swap it out for some andesite. So we'll do this. That will be a funnel. Beautiful. Then I'm going to need to go ahead and grab some of these brass that's being created. And we'll put the more brass back. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. Hopefully you guys are liking this episode. I know we're flying through things. We're doing create stuff, which isn't the best, but I think it'll pay off. I think if we build a nice building around this will be well worth the hassle. So what were we crafting? We were crafting the portable storage interface. We're actually going to need 2 of these, so we are going to spend all of our stuff there. And what we're going to do is run over here, and I guess we can go like, let's do andesite casings like this. And then what we want to place at the end is one of these portable storage interfaces, like that. And then what we want to do is place, what am I trying to think here? I'm struggling a bit, my brain. Then we want to place another one like that. And what these will do when they're in motion is they'll actually connect. We might be able to show this off real quick. See? How cool is that? So let's go ahead and turn it off. So this guy will be able to output into different storage devices and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. The last step we have in terms of this windmill being functional is the deployers, which we should possibly be able to create now. Especially since we only need 4. So let's go deployer, brass hand. We want to create 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be perfect. Then we go deployer, slap it all in, and we have 4. Voila. What I should be able to do is place these like this. Just like that. Wonderful. Then on all of these, I actually want to apply a filter and say you need to have spruce saplings. And that should be perfect. The next thing we're going to need to do is make the farm practical, I guess. So like I've got to fill this in with dirt. And honestly, yeah, I think that's pretty much it, to be completely honest with you. So let's go ahead and grab some dirt. Dirt. Listen, everything's coming all together right now. It's perfect. Everything's working perfectly. So this will be more of a circle, I believe, as opposed to a square, but we will build it as a square for now. The other thing to take note of is if we want to do 4x4 spruce trees so they're really tall, we need to figure out a great way to space this out. And I'm thinking what we can do is this and this. Because then what? We get 2 per square. Is there a way to get 3 per square? Because I know we could just do this, but I don't think that works. I'm going to be honest. I don't think that works. We can give it a try. There's no harm in trying. So I'm just going to fill this entire area up with spruce saplings, and then we'll see where we go. All right, the rest of the saplings will go in here into just one of the chests. And honestly, I'm going to turn this guy on. So here we go. As you can see, the deployers are working. They're planting wherever they can. So they'll actually make the circle a little bit bigger, I guess, or a little bit more rounded. It does look like we might even need to slap in some dirt there to get it fully circled. Possibly even on this side. I don't think we need to, technically, but we can. The other thing, by the way, is obviously I don't need to have the portable storage here. We could have it on this side, which might be, honestly, a little bit more practical. If we were to, hey, slap it here and do a little bit of this. Because then we can output from the bottom here and have it go directly into the system. That should work perfectly, to be completely honest with you. How do we want to hook this up? So that should connect. And there we go. I mean, it's looking pretty good. If I were to get some bone meal, where would it grow though? Like, I don't know if it'll grow small trees or big trees. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what it will try to do here. I'm not sure if they need to be separated in 2x2s in order to grow the massive trees we want. So, for example, if I bone meal this, we're getting nothing. Oh, I got an ice shard. I don't know what that's from. It's also, they're not growing, are they? Oh, I take that back. They most certainly are. Okay. My goal here was to see if we'd get anything other than just massive trees. But it looks like we get like nothing at all. But all right, let's watch how this works. So in comes the saws. You ready? It's not the biggest tree we've ever seen, but it's a big tree. It's going to go ahead and start getting chopped. The fact that this tree is so small compared to those trees makes me tempted to, switch it out. But I think this is fine. So it's going to chop each individual log until it gets to one log left. So it'll chop this log. Then once it chops this log, the entire tree will be sent into the chest. How cool does that sound? I reckon it sounds pretty cool. And we can go ahead and place some torches. Why not? So here we go. Chopping, brace for impact. And voila, nothing dropped on the ground. It's all in there. And then what it will try to do is output it. But obviously, I've got nowhere for it to go, so it's not really going anywhere, is it? What I want to do here... honestly, there's a few things we want to do. First thing is going to be a drawer, I think. I want to grab a 4x4 drawer. That's what I want to do. So that's going to be 4 chests and then slabs. So once again, we should be able to do that. So let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We can do a big 2x2. Some of these ones. So this guy, I want to see if I place this here, if he would actually just automatically export, or if I need to have like a hopper or something that pulls. We could obviously another alternative is just to directly hook him up to this guy with items. What are you doing? All right, so I actually did decide that that's probably a good idea. So I've got the cables here. I'm going to bring them all the way around. And then obviously we'll have to set this guy again to be furthest first. So we'll go ahead and build a trench all the way over here and lining up to probably just directly into this guy. So I can pick this guy up. I don't have an axe on me, so you're going to have to awkwardly watch me chop it down with a diamond pickaxe. I do apologize, but listen, you work with what you got, don't you? So there we go. Here we go. And yeah, so we'll just hook this up. I'll get a pipe upgrade so that we can, whatchamacallit? So that we can have it go to the furthest first, and then we're good. We should be golden. Okay, I went ahead and made a improved pipe upgrade. We've used them in a previous episode. And what we want to do is make this guy extract. Then we want to chuck in our improved pipe upgrade and set it to be furthest first. There we go. And as you can see, now it's staying a bit longer because it should have just worked. It should have just worked. Now, I don't really know how we put this to the test. Like, how do I prove that it just worked? I'm not entirely sure. But it should have. so that should count for something, right? I'm going to go ahead and fill this in so it looks a little bit nicer. There we go. Okay. The other thing I wanted to try was, in fact, that special dirt that we made. And possibly even the glass, because that's sort of what we wanted to do, right? That's the whole reason we were setting this up, was to test this stuff. So let's go ahead and get the... I think it's called Terra Petra and then Terra Glass. Yeah, Terra Petra, that's what it is. And then we'll get Terra Glass. We'll get both of them. I do have a shovel on me. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and get under this thing and place all the Terra Preta. You know what, actually? I'm trying to decide what's the easiest way to do this. Alrighty, so I decided to actually just rip up the floor, and then instead what we're going to do is just replace all this stuff. So I'll select it. Invalid block because it's a tile entity. Huh. So I can't actually do this. Brilliant. Nice. Great idea. Wonderful idea. Alright, as you can see, underneath is Terra Preta. We have it placed under. So the next step is just to, well, get this guy all running. So I'll wait for him to get into this position, and then I'll go ahead and stop him. Like that. Like that. And then I'll go ahead and chuck in a stack of spruce, turn him back on, and he can get placing. And I want to see if there's any noticeable growth. You know what I mean? Now, it does say that it's meant to be below farmland, and obviously this isn't farmland, but we'll see. We'll see. The other option is obviously the Terra Glass, reactive to sunlight. We need to put that to the test. Okay. Hey, let's give this stuff a shot. So, should we build it out of oak? Why not? Let's grab some oak and let's put this to the test. So, the first thing I want to do is build a frame around it, right? So we'll build this guy up. We'll have it go like all the way up. Very big, very big. So that should be good. You know what? Too big. I need an axe. I think this is a decent level. So we're going to go up to here. I'll do the same on either side, just to, you know, get everything looking somewhat how it will look as a finished product. Listen, once again, in case you need be reminded, I am not the best builder out there. I'm not even close to it. But we're going to give it a shot, okay? So I'm going to build this up, and then I'll tell you what. I'm going to have a think about how I'm going to build the rest of this. But my plan is to at least chuck in the Terra Glass at the top, almost in like a dome shape. In fact, we could use the our builder down there, our shaped. You know what? I reckon we'll do that. Yeah. Let me give that a shot. All right. So I was, you know, obviously trying to figure out what sort of design we want to go for, and then I was thinking, oh, you know what? The leaves will attach to the side. That's a bit messy. Then I discovered this issue. We've also got it a bit too close. Does this even chop it? Doesn't even chop it. Or at least it looks like it doesn't chop it. It looks like it should. Clearly we've got these pillars way too close. So I'm going to go ahead and at the very least take care of this issue. Okay. So I've done a little bit of work. Not much, obviously. We've still got our 4 pillars of, I don't know, pillariness. But at the bottom I've done some work. If we look down here, I've spaced things out perfectly. These 2 here grew with the pillars already in. So I know that it works, right? They can still grow within there. I've gone ahead and placed planks on the ground to make it so that, as we can see over here, they can only possibly plant saplings in this spot here. Now, that means we could probably get rid of like one of the deployers, maybe even like the end one or something. But it's fine. They can sit there. They're already made. We don't need them for anything else. So this is fine. This should work. Essentially, that's where I'm going with all this. It should now work. So what I want to do now, and what I've been trying to do, is I'm going to build the frame around here, and then I want to put in the Terra Glass, right? Whatever it's called. I want to chuck that stuff in, and then get the guy running, and see exactly how often we get like some logs being made. Another thing I should do is, what are we looking at here? it's going pretty good, is what we're looking at. So yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's go. I just said let's go. I pronounced that really strangely, or I emphasized that really, really oddly. Now, one thing we can do is, if we want to, I don't know, we could have like a frame in here, or we could just have only the Terra Glass. I'm thinking I've actually got a genius idea. As to whether the idea will work is about to come into play. But if I get the frame stairs, possibly the slabs as well, but we'll just do the stairs for now. Can I put the Terra Glass on it, and then for one, will it light up? So what I'm meaning here is, if I were to place, how do I line this up the way I want it to? If I place dirt and then the stairs there, right? And then I place Terra Glass on it. Oh no, because it's a tile entity, so that no worko. Okay. The plot thickens. So what do we want to do? You know what? I don't actually know. I don't actually know what I want to do here. I do think we need to have some sort of frame and then have these guys be popped up a bit. So, what do we want to put up there? We'll probably, let's be honest, we'll probably just do slabs or something, right? Just some good old-fashioned slabs to get the ball rolling. There we go. Slabs are made, nice and easy. By the way, kill a blaze ASAP because this creative flight has been amazing. Let me just say, it's been phenomenal. So what I want to do, I think, is have this stuff all here, obviously, as a nice trim here. I'll have to figure out a roof. I think it's possible DG might be joining us on the server in this mod pack, so I might have to enlist him for a roof, unless I can fashion something together. Ideally, I can get something going here, but I mean, we've seen what I come up with. So I want to then do some of this. Oh, this should be good. All right, and then once I have this here, what I was thinking as well was possibly even doing like something a little bit like this. We might have to actually put a stair in the corner. I don't know whether that looks good or not. But placing this here, and then where do I put the Terra glass? Do I just go bam? Does that look nice? Or will that look nice? Probably not. I mean, hey, let's be honest. It'll probably look absolutely horrific. Does that matter? No. As long as it doesn't look horrible. Okay, that's what we're trying to beat. We're trying to beat, like, horrendous. Like, I don't want you guys to throw up when you see this. That's what I'm aiming for. Just you not throwing up. So if we can beat that, I'm happy. I can sleep well. I can go into my covers and have a right old nap. So let's see what we can do here. I'm thinking I'd do this, right? And then we get the stairs again and we do some more of this. Right? I mean, obviously these could just be normal stairs, but is this, and then I could even add just like slabs here. I know we could do stairs there, but I think this looks a little nicer, leaving the corners out. Once again, let me know what you think. I'm sure you guys will anyway. Slap this stuff here. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking like, have I messed something up already? No, we're good. We're actually golden. I'm quite happy with how it's looking so far. I will admit that to you guys. I think this doesn't look the worst. Until I zoom out. Until I zoom out, it doesn't look too bad. But once I zoom out, yeah, I want to zoom back in. We'll leave it there. Okay, so I'm going to do the same on these other spots. We'll see if that does anything. If they grow any faster. Don't know if they will, but sure, why not? It's too late. We're building it. Okay, we've got these placed down. It's all right. It's all right. Remain calm. All right, listen, we can add some stuff in here. I reckon maybe even something as simple as like some logs through the middle could look nice. For example, something a little bit like this. Hey, hold up. That doesn't look too bad. Huh? Arguably, we could add another frame around here. You know what I mean? Maybe. I'm going to leave it like this for now. Just a nice little sort of helicopter thing. I do think it would look nice with a proper frame around. But so far, I think that's a pretty nice looking roof. I'd say that looks pretty good. What we can also do now is, because we have this all set up, we can turn this guy back on. He can get to chopping again. And this should be perfect. In terms of this stuff here, like all the leaves, I think we'll solve that issue by just, providing a wall. Now, the question is, what type of wall do we want around this? Do we want it to be circular at all? I sort of feel like yes. I sort of feel like we do possibly want a little bit of curvature, even if it's just at the bottom, and then it like cuts off at some point, maybe? Is that what I want? Or do I want it to go flush with this? So like instead of curving it out like that, we can build it directly up here. Let me just double check. Yeah, I'm recording. We can, instead of doing that, we can have it flush with the wall here until we get to about like here where the propeller is. And then we curve it out up until we're above it. And then we curve it back in. An interesting idea. Something a little bit unique. So you chop down one tree. He's obviously going back around and moving on to the other. I'm happy though. It's looking pretty good. Now, he clearly didn't have enough, whatchamacallit. Oh, hold on. What is this? What's happened here? What? Was that a visual? Whoa, hold on. It's deploying. Oh my god. Stop. Freeze. It is deploying things because I didn't set the filter. That is my bad. Let me go ahead and grab that. Okay, hold on. Filter. Okay, there we go. Start it back up. Get it going. Get her going. I'll manually place these ones just to make sure that we're good. There we go. Okay, that was a close one. I was like, what am I looking at? I'm looking at something strange happening. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh god. Okay. What? What is with me in building these horrific looking towers? Like, how do I redeem this? It's just now like sinking in that I've just built something hideous, and I don't know what to do. Do we have beams in this pack? Beams could be nice. An oak beam, or I could an alder beam. Oh, but it needs an oak beam. Yeah. Okay, here we go. These could look nice. Could being the key word there. Oak beam. Can I place you sideways? Ooh. Okay. Yeah. This will look nice. How do I want to do it? Do we just want to place them flush along here? Oh, wait, hold on. It's like I have the memory of a goldfish. We have saws. I should be able to chuck in planks, and we should be able to get something cool out of this. The question is, what do we want to get? A column? Oh, there's some crazy blocks here. Reinforced oak planks from Crumbs, from the Crumbs mod. The other option is obviously this guy here, vertical planks. No, we don't want that. Can we grab out a chisel, perhaps? I don't know how long this episode's going to be. I don't know, but we'll find out. What I wanted to try possibly was braced planks. And what we can do is, if I fly over here, is if we were to build this out of it, that's not looking right, is it? F3A. Oh no, there we go. It'll have this frame around the entire thing, and I think that'll look really nice. So I'll manually place these ones. This forester obviously doesn't need to be there. F3 and A, by the way, can refresh your textures there like that, or your connected stuff. We're gonna have to do a lot of this, and we're gonna be only doing this. Can I, does it have an EMC? It doesn't have an EMC. I'm gonna get rid of all this other stuff that I had on me, clear all of that back away, sort our inventory a bit. I'm going to grab a bunch of planks so that we can obviously make some more of these. The next thing I'm going to do is we need to craft another tool real quick. You know what, actually? I was going to craft another tool, but I think we can just use a builder's wand. I was going to make a building gadget, but we might as well mess around with wands since they don't need to be charged. They should do the same job, pretty much. We can go... Oh, wait, no. We can go here for a diamond wand. Let's go ahead and learn it. Oh, come on. Pick back up. Come on. I do not have all day. Thank you. Okay. I lied. I do have all day. Can we learn this? Yes. Okay. We have the wand. We have our chisel. We can place this stuff in. Get as many braced planks as we want. Alright, but what I should do once I have them all, I just went and crafted them, is we can go right above here. And assuming I were to get rid of the leaves here, and like that, this should be good. I'll have to get rid of these leaves too, just to make it a little bit easier for me. I should be able to get my builder's wand and just go, oh, boom, boom, boom. Oh, I'm trying to place them like really quickly. But it's, okay, you can't place them too quickly, but as you can see, you can pretty much place them quickly. So I'm going to place all these, go up another level, go there, go up another level, make sure we replace the middle, and then keep going around. So I'm going to do this the whole way around just so that we have a complete structure, you know what I mean? And then we can decide the better designs. So that's this whole thing. I press F3 and A, and how's that? I think it adds enough. This little stuff here makes it look not just like a big wood plank. And obviously we can add more stuff later. I just want, once again, to have something that we have finished. You know what I mean? Like, just a nice something, and then we can go from there, okay? Something is better than nothing, right? That's the motto. Ooh, this will have to be a gap, but once again, that should be fine. Shouldn't be an issue there. Have this come out here, and then we'll go bam, bam, and place that there. This guy's coming to kill me, but I'm too quick for him. Alright, before we continue too much, now that we have the walls in, I do want to double check that it's still possible to grow the tree. So I'm just going to spam my bone meal as much as I can and see if we can get one of these trees to grow. Because if we can't, obviously, we have a bit of a problem. But I'm hoping we can. Come on. Come on. I don't like that it's taking this long. That's usually not a good sign, if we're being honest. Alright, so it didn't work. It's just straight up it didn't work, which is a problem. Why didn't it work? Why won't you grow? I mean, like, I understand there's stuff close to it, but like, it grew with the log close to it. So is it because it's planks? Is that the issue? If that is the issue, how do we fix that? Do I have to tear down the entire wall? Probably. Probably, if we're being honest. The alternative is I place it closer, but then that ruins the roof, the pretty roof we made. Okay, so I've actually, it's currently a mess, but I do have what I believe is a solution. So the first thing I actually want to do is shut this guy down, have him stop. I would love to apply another mechanical saw here, right? That should be fine. And then I should also be able to lower this guy, or up him actually. Is that something I can do? I can't really see the thing. Give me a second. Let's pick this up. And then I want this to go to 5 now. So then, we get the saws back. Now it should get all 5 of these saws, which should be enough to chop this. And we should be back in action. So let's get this running. This should all work perfectly now. The reason why I want this to be chopped right now is so that I can double check that it can still grow within this confinement that we've got. Because I've done a little bit of testing, but I want to make sure before I get too carried away with it that this is going to work. What will this chop? Yes, it's going to chop the corner. Okay, it should chop the entire thing. Here we go. By the way, you might have noticed it previously when I was testing, it chopped all of the logs down, every single one. So let me just give this a proper test. So we've got these walls up. Can I grow? Yes. Okay. The next test is obviously going to be, can we, what am I trying to say? Can we bring this past where the leaves go, and will it still grow? There was a little bit of a rhyme there. I don't think so, but hey, we need to find out. So, go here. A cool thing is, check out this. It's currently trying to place them all around. It's trying to place these braced planks all the way around. I do have an issue where I don't really have a quick way of mining them all, and I don't really know, like, what's my solution here to pick all this stuff up? Do I just chop it? If we had ulti-mine, it would be perfect, because it'd be convenient for, you know, these situations in building. But for some reason, we don't have ulti-mine. I'm not particularly sure why the mod pack doesn't have ulti-mine, but possibly we need to make a suggestion for it or something. But yeah. All right, so I'm going to chop this down. I'll be back. If you have an idea as to how I can, you know, chop this stuff faster, do let me know. You know what we can do, actually, now that I think about it, is we can grab the destruction catalyst, right? Destruction. We can grab this guy, charge him up, and we should be able to get away with it, I believe. So I grab this, charge this guy up to be maxed here. You know what? He doesn't need to be max. He can be a little bit lower, but the plan is to do like, is to do this. Okay, so we can probably go a little bit higher. The answer is, by the way, yeah, this is, way better in terms of, chopping stuff down. I do need to, you know, it's like not far enough, but I don't want to make it too far because I don't want to start tearing apart like the mountains around us. That's going to get a bit messy. Ladies and gentlemen, have a look at that. That is the tree grown within the confines of the wall. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I believe, hopefully, it should be perfect now. I should be able to build this all the way up, and look at this. It does the entire way around. The only reason it didn't just then is a combination of us not having enough materials and this thing cutting it off. But that is perfect. That is perfect. Let's do some more tests just to be 100% sure. Are you going to grow? Are you going to... You know what? This guy might not grow because of that shaft. I think that might be it. So let's do it. Let's test this one. Does someone care to explain what's going on here? Oh, wait. Give me a second. Does this grow? Okay, so this guy's happy to grow. He's on board. He's on board. The other ones, not so much. And I'm going to be honest, I don't particularly know why they don't really want to, but these ones don't want to. What's different about above them? Nothing. Nothing is different. Unless possibly on the other side of this wall, maybe this stuff's different, because obviously on this side it's just clear. How odd's that though? Why is this guy like, yeah, I'll grow. But this guy's like, no, I don't. The last thing I'd ever want to do would be grow. Why? Is it because it's not podzol? I doubt it. How odd? I don't know what to do. It's all spaced out the same. There's the gap of 2, gap of 2, gap of 2, gap of 2. It should be... okay. By the way, as you can see there, I keep getting trinkets from using bone meal. I've gotten... Let's have a look real quick at how many trinkets I've got here. I've got a lot. We had like 3 at the start of this episode. We got Ice Shard, which gives us Frostwalker enchant. Piggy, you can ride a saddled pig without the needs of carrots. Also, the pig's faster, sure. Luck Coin provides me with luck too. Glass Shard, cobwebs can be destroyed just by walking on them. Miner's Pick improves your mining speed. And Slingshot. I'm going to put on Miner's Pick so that I can... Oh my god, look at how quick I can chop stuff. I'm like an axe. Oh my... Okay. Alrighty. But yeah, they do not want to grow. These don't want to grow. Those do. And I'm clueless. What can I think of? What could possibly be the reason? I really... look, he's grown again. What? Why? I mean, Okay, I will tell you what. Since this one does grow, I'm gonna leave it for this episode. I'm not wrapping it up just yet, but I'm gonna leave this structure as it is, and I'm gonna ask you guys for an explanation or some theories as to why that one decides to grow. I've got to increase our deployer range as well. That's why the stuff's not really going the full length. Brass sheets. Do we have everything to just make a deployer on demand? Possibly. Brass hand. We need andesite. But yeah, I'm curious to hear what the thought is as to why only one of them grows. Because there's only so many limiting factors. You know what I mean? There's only so much. We need an andesite casing, and then we need some cogwheels. It is so nice not having to craft this stuff. Let me tell you. I can't wait until we have the EMC link, which honestly we might even be able to afford because of the amount of stuff we have in here. Like this is a lot of EMC. Like genuinely, that's a decent amount. But in comparison to what we currently have, I will make that clear. So here we go. Place this down, grab a deployer, slap him down, make sure that I apply the spruce sapling to him, give him a little bit of that as a little bit of a head start, and start her up. Get him spinning around again. This should hopefully mean that we get this guy placed and he's functional again. Yes. Okay. I'm still... It could be the Podzol. It could be Podzol. Do we have Podzol? We don't have Podzol. Because, like, that's the only other difference. Is that guy's full of Podzol and it still grows. So do you know what? Let me try. Let's pick up this stuff. Let me punch... Oh my god, this mining trait is phenomenal. Let's change this to just be dirt and give this here. Will this still grow? Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Survey says... You ready? Survey says it still does. Yeah. Okay. Well, that doesn't help. We still don't know. This guy's centered, so that's not an issue. It shouldn't be. Yeah. I'm gonna have to leave that with you guys. I even removed this. I thought maybe somehow it had to do with the stuff on the wall. But now these guys don't grow, so I guess it's not. I mean, there was, but then there's a Podzol over here. There's a singular Podzol. Yeah, I don't know. You guys are gonna have to help me. Not a clue why that grows and the others don't. These are still in the center, even though they're no longer. Are they in the center? I'm pretty sure they are. Right? This should be looking directly down at that. Yeah, these are centered because they're symmetrical. That shouldn't be any factor. We're probably gonna have to leave it to see. Oh god, I don't know where I'm pulling the thumbnail out for this video. Should I build it up? Should we try and finish this? I'm probably gonna have to tear it down, but hey, I want to. I'll tell you what. Let me go ahead and once again clear my inventory. I'll grab out the builder's wand. Will I? Wand. Okay, there we go. Construction wand, sorry. What else did I need? Does anyone remember? Oh yeah, what I was gonna do was see exactly how much EMC we get from all this. That's what I want to do. So I'm gonna grab all this. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So currently we have just under 500,000. If I slap all of this stuff in, we have 800,000. That's pretty good. I'm definitely on board with that. Not sure what's going on there. Okay, I'm gonna finish off this structure. Even if it doesn't work. I don't even care. Just to verify, completely encased. This still grows. So as for the other ones, it's still very much a mystery. Yeah. I'm expecting there to be the perfect answer, but I also suspect that there might not be. Like, it might just be genuinely, we don't know. We don't know why it's working. And that'll be annoying because then we've got a tree farm where only one tree grows, which, I mean, it's still a decent amount of wood, but imagine if they were all going. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be so much. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we'll figure something out. What else do we need to do here? Anything else? Is this just our windmill? Ta-da! It's so ugly. I'll tell you. Let me design something for the front here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Listen. I don't know what to tell you. I've added some oak stairs. They're actually framed vertical stairs, which are a really cool addition. It allows us to obviously get a unique shape like this. Should we add something here, perhaps? Should I get like some You know what? I will. Yeah. Okay. Listen, it looks hideous, but listen, it's big and it's scary. Okay, that's what we're going for. Totally. That's definitely the look we're aiming for. Okay. I just added a little bit of wood there, pretty much, just to connect it. We have now a doorway in. Pretty nice. No, once again, nothing too crazy if we're being completely honest. Like, I don't know. I guess it's a work in progress, as with most of our things. But hey, it's something. You know, credit where credit's due. We've got a wind farm, and then we've got a tree in here. Oh, there we go. Give me a second. Boom. That's a thumbnail. I don't know how that's gonna be a thumbnail, but it's there. And yeah, I mean, yeah. Once again, I really don't know where I'm going with this. But what I do know is we can build this again. All right, guys. So I felt a bit guilty leaving you with a disgusting building like that. So listen, I didn't do my. I'm acting as if there's going to be a great reveal. I did a bit though. I did a bit. So obviously, what I've done is I've replicated these vertical stairs on the sides here. I haven't placed the wood in because once again, I haven't done much. I figured that. I think it looks nice. I think arguably now this is a better screenshot than the one of inside the building. Maybe. We'll see. I honestly, maybe it needs windows or something to give it a good, like, a little bit of everything in there. I'm trying to, like, squeeze it. How do I squeeze in the windmill into the thumbnail, the trees into the thumbnail, and that into the, like, man, I've got to, like, deform my camera here. Anyhow. I've placed these on all the sides, so all I need to do is go through with the wood logs. I can do that off camera or whenever I get the chance. And then what I've done is this stuff here. These are called small oak beam, and they're just made like this. My inventory is a bit laggy or buggy, but it's made with 2 oaks vertically like that in your little crafting grid, and they look really cool, especially here when they connect. So I've connected them there. I've even got like a little bit of a slab ring going around, and the slab's just like framed slabs with oak wood on it. And then, you know, we've got up there the same thing. I don't know, it's a bit overwhelming. I think that it's got enough everything thrown at it that it doesn't look horrific. And once again, reminder guys, we're just trying to make things that don't look horrific, okay? Anything better than horrific, I'm happy with. It is, yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'll tell you what, we definitely need to bring in a professional here to try and spice this thing up. But I'm happy. Once again, guys, my takeaway from this video is I need to figure out why this 2x2 grows and none of the other ones do. So please do let me know. It could even have to do with the way that this machine starts. Because clearly, like, hold on, why are we missing a row? Did we never have a row? No, one of the rows is meant to be chests. Those are also, oh, you know what? I've got a bug at the moment. You might be able to see. I have no entity. And that means other entities, including chests, they're invisible. And if I go into my house here, the chest is invisible and the bed is invisible. They're still here. They're just invisible. Don't know what caused it, but it happened before. And the only way it fixed was, I think, when the server restarted. It could have also been when I restarted my whole game, but yeah, thought I'd mention that as well. It sort of looks like we're constantly in F1, and I don't know how to fix that. So yeah, I think this is pretty good. Obviously, this is going to be chopping trees. Those big trees, like, even if it does one tree, right? Remember, that is a massive tree. That is a good, like, over a stack of logs, which is 64 times 32 EMC, which if we open up our invisible energy condenser, should mean we've even right now got a bunch of iron in here, hopefully. Yeah, like, hey, that's pretty good. I haven't been playing a crazy long time, but that's a pretty decent amount in there. I'm happy. Okay, as long as I remember to include me building this in the video, unlike the little greenhouse we made. And I was so happy with this. Look at how cute it is. It's just a nice little greenhouse. I'm happy with the greenhouse. The greenhouse, I'm like, I don't think there's much else I would do to touch this. I think I'm pretty happy with how it looks. And I didn't put it in the video. So disappointed about that. But yeah, as per usual, thank you guys so much for just this overwhelming support on this series. You guys are incredibly nice in the comments. So I can't thank you enough. Even with me complaining constantly about all the technical issues I'm having, even just like the messy videos and stuff, you guys seem to enjoy them. So thank you guys so much. Hopefully I can keep, I don't know, doing something right, whether it's intentional or not. Hopefully that keeps happening. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you to everyone who's liked the video and subscribed. That stuff's been helping me out big time. It's growing this channel pretty nicely. So thank you guys so much. Thank you to everyone who's supported me financially, whether that's watching the ads on the videos, that stuff helps me out, adds up big time. Whether it's donations, and we have gotten a crazy amount of donations in the past 2 days or 3 days or however many days it's been. So thank you guys so much. The servers, I think for everyone except me, are running pretty well. I'm just having issues. I'm having personal issues, apparently, connecting to all these servers. But we're getting upgrades on that stuff that should be soon. I don't have a day on it yet, but the money's been sent. So we're just waiting on their end now, the server provider's end. So yeah. And of course, thank you to the channel members. By the way, in terms of donations and stuff, channel members, I get like a certain percentage of that, whereas like the donations and stuff, I get 100% of that. So, you know, I'm just throwing that out there but you know, either way, it still helps me out a bit. I also don't know if maybe like channel members affect channel growth. You know what I mean? Since it's obviously tied in with YouTube, and if YouTube's making money, they're probably going to push a bit further. Sort of like how if people are watching the ads, it's like the videos get pushed a bit more. So I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next one, where I'm not sure what we do. I'm not sure. You know what? It's grown on me. This weird structure we've made. I kind of like it. It's reminding me of like Big Ben and, you know, the construction required around him. And he's recently been unveiled. I think the roof is a bit shallow. That's possibly an issue. Maybe I can, you know, make it a bit bigger. I don't know. If you have any suggestions for this building, let me know. But yeah, I will see you guys hopefully in the next one. Goodbye.